we just got done with the car show. Chris, what do you think about that? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I always enjoy car shows. You know, I've always liked cars, so it doesn't really matter what kind of, you know, if it's exotic or kind of just like normal cars or, you know, whatever. I can always enjoy a car show, something to do, you know?
Yeah, it's different. They had different cars from Lambos to, I don't think there was any Ferraris, to be honest. Did we see any Ferraris?
Yeah, 458.
Oh yeah,
Right there by
them.
the door, yeah. And the other one that was slammed, yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 Ferraris, a couple Lamborghinis, a lot of Porsches. The 3s are just, I don't know.
GT3 RSs, yeah.
Is
it's
this
like a dime a dozen now. A lot of them were GT3s, not a RS. I think that's like the next step up. I don't really know.
I don't know the difference. I'm not that much in the Porsche.
No.
But it's pretty cool seeing all different cars. There were some muscle cars too there. There was also some modern, a lot of Mustangs, not a lot of Camaros, a lot of Corvettes were there, and a lot of imports, Skylines. You had Skylines, 240X, Audis were there too, right?
Yeah, some Supras.
Yeah. No hypercars though.
No, unfortunately not.
We were looking for the hypercars, like
2 Lamborghinis.
Well, it wasn't an Interventador though. It was.
No, it was just a regular.
Yeah.
Supercar, I guess.
I want to see a Koenigsegg. Maybe if we go to that big event, the Dr. Phillips area one, maybe we might find some Koenigsegg's there. But there's a lot
of big money, man.
A lot of car people that have their build cars, I guess, out here.
I think some of these people are the ones that kind of wrench on their own cars a little bit.
Some do. I think some of them are just buying them. They're driving around for Sunday drives.
I think the people that are going to be at like Lake Nona or some of these bigger events are going to be like, you know, full on, like very well-off individuals.
Yeah, they're not going to be people who are in a shop in their house working on it for their own selves. No. But even though some cars you can't do that.
Right,
all this, you can't really do it yourself.
I will say, Chris and I, you know, we're I can still hear them leaving.
Yeah, they're still leaving. It's about 11:50. It ends at 12. We started at around 11 to go to the end of the street to see them all leave and get all the footage of them departing.
Yeah.
No Mustangs crashed today, unfortunately. We wanted to see one.
Yeah, no, everybody's stays pretty straight.
Nobody got arrested or anything either. The cops were chilled.
Yeah, they were chill.
There was a cop in every corner, so everybody was just at a certain level of, I guess, hooliganism. Call it.
Yeah, they didn't want to get too rowdy. But yeah, I always enjoy coming to these. You know, I know, like I was saying, Chris and I are, you know, we're pretty dedicated on our careers and the level of success that we're trying to achieve.
Well, something inspiring to come look at.
Yeah,
different
and
cars.
It's kind of, when you come here, you kind of, you know, it's not just cars to me. It's kind of like different levels of success. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that got a lot of money that doesn't necessarily want a Lamborghini, but I know for me it just keeps that drive and the motivation there to keep going and keep, you know, keep going on your journey.
But I think the thing too is meeting different walks of life here that own cars.
Yeah.
You'll meet somebody who's a car person who works on them, and then networking and meeting people that are really successful and maybe a field that you need for work or something like that.
Yeah.
You might meet somebody that might be beneficial to your work or something or a career, something you're working on, or YouTube or things of that nature, you know?
It's all about who you know.
Yeah, it is about who you know, and you gotta make sure you make a good impression and
do
everything right. Like right now, I just want to do a lot of filming and do a lot of free in-depth coverage, people, and doing photographs and video, just to give myself more experience than that.
Yeah. Just getting comfortable, kind of bringing the camera out. You know, we got it on a tripod right now.
But once I get the experience, I want to upgrade cameras. I don't want to go to a big-ass, nice camera that don't know what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah, right.
And kind of build a level of experience and have people that I know that want me to do photography and do video. Maybe do a little side hustle with that. But right now I got a lot of things going on with the podcast and the vlog. But this is fun. This is my third one. This is your second one. You've been to this.
Yeah.
This one.
How do you feel? I've been wanting to ask you, Chris, like, because you're obviously, I'm just kind of tagging along. Chris kind of takes all the pictures and does all the filming. How do you feel about, like, you know, I know you're kind of a introverted person naturally. How do you feel about like having the camera and like taking the videos and taking the pictures and having the camera just walking around with this big thing in your hand at an event? Sometimes it's a little...
I think when I first started it was a little intimidating, but once you do it over and over again, just like everything else, you feel more comfortable at it. And also you learn that people are not really looking at you recording. You're just some everyday person recording like everybody else. And you meet people as well while you're recording. Some of them you could tell they want you to record, some of them they don't want you to.
Yeah.
And you kind of read off people's faces and emotions of how they are
body
when
language.
you're reading. But when I go to these events now, I mean, it's not bad. Everyone else is recording.
Yeah.
I just want to be there with the best footage that I can. I know today was kind of weird with the lighting. It was sunny today.
Yeah.
So the lighting's kind of sideways, and I can't really get my good shots. Yeah. I do say it is a little intimidating, but overall, I've been getting used to approaching people and talking to them.
Yeah.
And what the least they're gonna say is one-word answers, and you know they don't want to talk.
Right.
But you might go talk to somebody, and then it'd be a 2-hour conversation, and you made good friends with somebody.
Right, yeah.
It all starts with the
networking.
approach to it.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I do need some upgrades. Like I like to take my gimbal and run the gimbal, but it's just too much to handle, and I want to walk and I want to look at the cars too. I don't want to record the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. With this show, I didn't see a lot of cars I could go into and look into the engine bays and see what they have. There were a lot of, I guess, show cars here. Every meet is different. They're not all going to be the same.
Right.
The one in Sorrento we went to with you, it's all old school, old timers. This is all younger people.
Yeah, old school.
Who's got money?
Muscle cars, kind of.
Yeah.
This is going to be higher end exotic cars here, so it's good.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a lot of these next year for 2025.
Yeah.
Comes a lot of these.
Yeah.
Want to bring Carlos and then have Nair and everybody else come as well. Fun with people when you have more people.
Oh yeah,
here.
you bounce off each other's ideas and stuff, and just talk and communicate.
Well, the banter too makes good content as well.
Yeah.
And talking. So.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something we need to look into. I know we look kind of fish out of water because we don't really have any, I guess,
exotic cars or
we don't have any
cool
fancy
stuff.
Cars. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have cool stuff, but who knows? You got to start somewhere, man. We might look back at this one day and be like, remember that, you know?
Well, I do look at footage from when we first started this year, 2024.
Oh yeah.
It's like, damn, look how far we came.
Yeah,
it's
for
pretty
sure.
Crazy.
I think it's important to make document the, along the way, like document your progress, because, looking back when you first started, how far, like you just said, how far you came, and the kind of direction you're going, you can kind of see, okay, I'm making progress. I know, not just, kind of spinning my wheels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I also bounce off a lot of people who give me the honest truth, even though I don't like it.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me what's wrong or what I need to change my language or how I say things or my body.
Yeah.
Of how I do things or how I film too.
Yeah. Constructive criticism.
It's good to have just in case, or not. Well, just good to have just so you can bounce off it and improve your videos.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get better unless you, consistently improve,
Even if somebody online talking shit, I still...
Yeah, whatever. Everybody's going to talk shit, but...
It's either it's bad or it's something that you need to look at. Maybe they'll tell you some advice you don't like, or maybe they'll say something negative, but I don't really let it get to me.
No, you're going to have that. That's just the nature of the beast when it comes to stuff like this, I think. But
yeah, it's true. But yeah, it was a nice day, like you said.
Beautiful day.
It was just the lighting's very odd here with the sideways like that.
Yeah.
I just got to get a better lens for the camera itself.
Yeah, I think it's just the time of day.
Yeah. But we got the Cars and Coffee for Lake Nona next. That's going to be next Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully,
that one's going to be good.
Yeah, hopefully you
guys
can
gotta
make it.
watch that one.
Yeah, hopefully you can make it for that one, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can do.
That one will be also a different audience too, because that's going to be more of the rich. The people Lake Nona, are not from Florida. Lake Nona, Florida is outside of Orlando. That's where everybody wants to be. That's the new downtown Orlando is Lake Nona.
Yeah, very high class, very upscale.
And after COVID, everybody moved from California and from New York down. They have a lot of money. They move there. And whenever I drive there on Sundays, you're seeing Lambos and McLarens. Like it's just an everyday vehicle there. So
yeah.
I'm sure the Cars and Coffee there is going to be very interesting. And then they also have different sections. Like they got the Chevys, Fords, Toyota, exotics, muscle cars, hypercars. They all...
Oh, it's like more organized?
Yeah, it's more organized. And there's less hooliganism, I guess you could say, because there's they have like rules like no burnouts, no loud music and stuff. I know.
No burnouts.
That was
what kind of car show is this? No, I'm just kidding.
That was pretty fun, the one we saw today, the burnouts.
Yeah.
Well, not really burnouts.
Every time the Mustangs would come around, we're like, back up. No.
I just think if we had a big audience, we just need to put a table and just have a speaker and start talking.
Yeah. Me and Chris were talking about getting like a cooler and some chairs and having like signs.
Yeah.
And
you need somebody funny though, like Nairn or Alan or
just somebody that's just out there. Yeah.
Saying the wackiest things to say.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that boat ramp. Remember the boat ramp? They had the guys there. They're cheering.
Yeah. When they back their trailers up.
Yeah.
We did it. People were getting heated. Dude. People were getting so upset with that.
Yeah.
They were like on the spot.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you have nothing to do and a bunch of your buddies just go out to a boat ramp and literally put up chairs and drink beer and talk about...
Speaking of boats, did you take yours out yet recently?
People back in there today. I haven't went. I was going to go this morning. I got to fix my trailer or my wiring in my truck for the trailer, like the plug. It's shorting out. All kinds of stupid shit. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll have to come back and... I know we have to go out with that boat. Nairn wants to go out too with it as well.
Yeah. Ooh, y'all hear that?
Porsche.
That was a GT3?
They all lined up together. That's like 4 or 5 of them. I think he's just parking. What also concerns me, if you have a car like that or some high-end, like you can't go to certain places because if you park it, it's going to get a risk of getting stolen, you know what I mean?
I know, man. That's what sucks. I always think about that. Like, you have to go to nice places. You can't just drive it around. Like, if I ever owned, well, I'm going to try to
hypothetically
own one
right now, we're thinking.
Yeah, like, no, I'm going to own one day. Promise you guys that. But, yeah, you get a really nice car. Like, for me, even though it's a very high-end car, I know some people drive it on the weekends or whatever, but dude, I would drive the shit out of it. Like I wouldn't drive it on the weekends because I didn't want to put a lot of miles on it. I would drive the shit out of it.
Yeah, I go to work on Fridays and take it.
Yeah.
Some days I take that.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't just.
That's why a Corvette's perfect for me. I drive the Corvette almost every day.
Yeah. It's not like too nice, but it's not like a pile of shit. It's like right in the middle.
Z06 Corvette, that's the perfect car to have.
Yeah.
For me, I think.
Yeah.
People underestimate that car. They think it's an old man's car, but I don't know. I think.
Yeah, what's up with that? Everybody associates Corvettes with old people.
I think they improved once they got the C8s, and now everybody wants them. They're changing the image of it, of the owners, because a lot of kids are buying those, and younger people are buying the engine cars.
Well, the C8 doesn't even look like a Corvette. That shit looks like
I personally like the C7, but everybody's on it. Yeah, well, this was good. I'm glad you came out and joining me for this Cars and Coffee. It's pretty dope. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. We'll do more of these vlogs and try to do these car events as much as we can. Do the podcast too, and do some behind the scenes as well. So we're gonna head out of here. Probably got some lunch, and we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.